Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Oz, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working on just some random quests in this alpha quest line. Right here, we were just doing a bunch of these. They're immersive engineering and some magnetic craft quest lines and all that kind of fun stuff. Just because we were waiting on galactic craft. So I've been doing a lot of work between episodes, and I have presumably everything we need to make everything we need. So hopefully that's the case, and we can go to Mercury today. Now that is incredibly important for a couple reasons that we'll get to. But let's go ahead and start building everything we need for the rocket. So the Tier 4 rocket is what we need. We need some boosters, so we need orange wool. We're gonna need wool. We're gonna need like 2 pieces of that, and we're gonna need some red dye. How about poppies? Okay, I know I have red dye, because we have poppy seeds. So, ooh, that is full of lapis seeds. I never cleaned that up. I will have to do that, because this guy up here is probably pretty full of stuff. Actually not too bad, so I will worry about that later. I'll hopefully remember. So we need some poppy seed dust, red dye, or we'll just take this Technicolor dye. That'll work even better. I think we only need 3 pieces of that, and that'll make orange dye for us. And let's just get not floral, orange dye. So something like that. That'll get us plenty. We just need 2. So there's the orange wool. We are also going to need filled fuel canisters, so gotta get those other 2 filled. That's fine, that's easy enough. We have plenty of fuel, and we can always make more. It's pretty easy. So anything else we need for this? We need an oxygen vent, so we're gonna need, what is the top part of the oxygen vents? 10? Okay. And we need some pipes, so we just need to make all the stuff for rockets again. What are they called? Pressure tubes. Let's just make 1 set. And we're going to need 2 of these oxygen vents currently. And then we should be able to make the Tier 4 boosters. So that goes there. Fuel, orange wool, and then I think it's just these. No. Only 1. And then the rest is carbon, I believe. That's dash, that's carbon. So, hopefully this sound, by the way, sounds good. I have been adjusting things a little bit, just so I don't peak quite as much with my voice, because don't want that to happen. That's usually not a good thing. So, I just turn down all my settings, basically. Hopefully it sounds good. If it doesn't, I will hopefully fix it in between episodes. So we need 4 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's all of the heavy-duty plates Tier 3 we currently need. And one of these days I will make this nice and compact. Let's get some pressure tubes. Also, our storage system is pretty much full, but that's okay. And the reason that's okay is because we're getting close. We are getting very close to the best thing ever, and that is, of course, applied logistics. So we are getting very close to that. That's why I want to go into space today. So we're going to need a button. We're going to need one of these guys. We're going to need another oxygen vent. We're going to need a button and a flint and steel. So I don't have quite enough things, but that's fine. We need stone. Right there. We don't need any of those. And then we need flint. And deal. So if we need to make more of the things, which I think we do, more of the tier 4 plates, that's not too much of a problem. So we have everything else. We just need a handful more tier 4 plates. We need 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be everything we need, and then we just need to make sure that we have plenty of oxygen, which we don't. That one's at least full. So we'll need to get some oxygen in our compressor. And let's see, we leave torches here. I forgot we need to make all that other stuff. I forgot to do that. I am in a little bit of a hurry. I'm running behind today. Christmas is right around the corner, and Christmas shopping has taken up a lot of my time. So I haven't been able to record quite as much as I wanted to the last couple of days. But hopefully that will change relatively soon. So it is not stone, it's cobblestone. So we need the dev null. We're going to need dislocators. I think in order to make this, we're going to need 2 of these. And then we can do that. Yes, so 2 charms of dislocation. 1 will be bound right here. And we'll put that in here. Put torches in here. And the other will be unbound. And then we'll need 2 of these. Which means we're probably going to need pressure plates times 2. Stone slabs, maybe. And let's just do it this way because it's going to be easier. 2 dislocator pedestals. 1 will go with us. 2 mercury, and then the other one we'll place down here. And we'll get everything kind of set up. So we have cobblestone. We have pretty much everything we need, I think. So let's grab our other oxygen tank, which is full. The rest of the heavy-duty plates. Put the oxygen tank on. We have tier 3 thermal padding. I don't know how high we need for that, but schematic tier 4 rocket. So all of this, these guys, engine, nose cone, and boosters. And there's the tier 4 rocket. So that should be a quest. I believe it is. Perfect. And that will take the middle. And it is a greater reward bag. Alright, and then we need a 5x5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, something like this. F7, we're going to need to light. Not with that. With this. Let's put that there. That good? Yes, cool. I had a skeleton spawn on me when I was prepping this. This was dark actually, so yeah, gotta watch that. But let's go ahead and continue working on getting the landing thing. Then we need to place down our tier 4 rocket, which is a little large. God, it's really cool looking though. And we'll throw fuel in here. And presumably it's loading that fuel up. I'm going to assume. And let's see. Let's go ahead and open this reward bag. We got Zavicio boots with anything good? Speed increase. Okay. So if we look at our Zavicio stuff, by the way, we've gotten some of these as quest rewards before. We have 2 chest plates. One is weather protection, one is fire protection. Let's take the fire protection. And we're going to put the speed increase on as well. And I don't know why it's so jerky, but that's weird. Can we even jump up stuff yet? Or like again? I do not like that. Yeah, I don't know why that was doing it. So let's just take this stuff off and we'll keep our good old-fashioned Zavisia stuff on. That's weird. Don't need the chance cube. Alright, I have some food. I have magnet. Let's go ahead and turn that on just in case. And yeah, I think we are ready to go. So we have Charm of Dislocation. We'll need to get those guys set up. Devnall will want plenty of cobblestone to begin with. So I guess it's time for us to go to Mercury. And the reason this is kind of a big deal, let's see, inventory, fuel, full of fuel. Alright, let's go. So the reason this is such a big deal is Mercury is going to allow us to get Mercury. And why is that important? Well, it's locking us out of applied logistics for one. It's also locking us out of a couple other things, I do believe. But it's super duper important so that we can get applied logistics system up and running. And once we have that, then my life will be so much easier. Nothing against the Inter.io stuff. It has worked quite well for us so far. It's just not very good compared to applied logistics. And we'll get a really nice big system set up. Plenty of automation because that is what we're going to need to do. And we can start working towards getting a lot of really cool stuff. So we can go to the asteroids. We were able to go to the asteroids. Ceres, which is a minor planet, I believe, outside of the asteroid belt. We can go to Jupiter, but we want Mercury. So Jupiter is pretty important as well. Saturn requires tier 5, and then everything else. But we want Mercury right now. So let's zoom in. And yeah, Mercury has no moons. Let's go. So Mercury is going to be pretty... Alright, let's let this kind of load a little bit. Alright, we have a parachute. Can't really control anything. I have some sort of ability on me, but is our mob spawning? I don't see any. The sun is very large. I hear fire. Okay, I see blazes. Plenty of dungeons. Now, gravity should be pretty low on Mercury. It is a very small planet. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. So we want a rocket. Don't care about the fuel. And let's just come right up here on this hill. And we'll build a little bit of a house. There is some missing textures. Cool. Alright, so that is good enough. And we'll just build a tiny little house, light things up. I kind of like the corners missing. That's kind of cool. We'll light things up and kind of go from there. So something like this should be fine. I'm surprised there's not like lakes of lava and stuff like that on this planet, but yeah, unfortunately it's not even, but that's fine. Oh, probably because I don't have these guys. So this is the middle. One, two. Okay, it just looks weird. Oh well. So let's go ahead and journey map mark this. Now I don't have all the dimensions on here, but that are all the waypoints on here, but that's fine. So now we take our dislocator pedestal and we'll put that right here. We want the let's see, let's go ahead and bind this one. Mercury, And then this one goes here. And that one still says Mercury. So let's grab some subsurface rocks. We want actual... Well, there's caves right underneath us. That's why I'm hearing all this stuff. So Mercury stone is what we want to break. And I'm going to take the surface rock and subsurface and then the stone and do that. And we're just going to grab one of these and use our dev null on it. So Mercury stone goes there. And then we're going to come back down here and dig a couple more. Just so we have them. So let's go back to home. Let's go back to base. This is kind of the process we do. We take our Mercury dimlet. We can take all this stuff. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of canisters. This guy goes in here. The canisters are easy enough to make, so it's not that big of a deal. But we just put that on there. Give us some Mercury stone. And now, before we go back, I want to look at the quest book. So where is the tier 5 rocket? It is on Jupiter, not Mercury. So there's no reason to go to the Mercury dungeons. So we're not going to. So let's go ahead and go back to Mercury. And everything works. Cool. I have plenty of food. In fact, let's eat French toast for now. I did that just to get rid of stuff in my inventory. It's the only reason those are there. But there is no reason to go to the dungeons. Although I'm curious. I almost want to. Briefly. So let's grab all the fuel. And then I think we can break the chest. And I think, yeah, we get it. So I want to go to one of these close by dungeons. Yeah, I don't know what that stuff is. It's missing a texture though, so let's look at it. Infected water. Okay. I don't believe we need that. So let's just go over here to Dungeon 2 and see if there is actually a dungeon here. Mercury's kind of cool looking. I will say, these guys, all these planets are going to look very similar, but Mercury is pretty cool. And is that Mercury right there? The ore? Yes. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to want our magnet. It is on. Are these? Nope, that's 10 Mercury. It looks very similar to 10, but I think 10 is slightly like Mercury is white. 10 is slightly this like peach color, just very slight. So we're gonna need a lot of Mercury. The more we get, the better. And maybe we'll go to Jupiter too. We need some stuff from Jupiter that is going to make our lives a lot easier. So maybe we'll run there today too. Two planets in one. We probably won't do the dungeons in Jupiter. We might. I don't know. But I just want to see if we can find if there is a dungeon over here. This is where I marked. Don't see anything though. Let's go. Oh, hey, there's a village. All of the villagers, unfortunately, look the same. They're all the Mooney Men. So, nothing too interesting with them. And they don't have trades or anything in this version, which is kind of a bummer. Let's go over to this one. And I just want to see if we can find a dungeon. I don't really want to go through the dungeon all that much. I want to try to find the boss. I don't want to kill the boss because it's going to make my life a lot worse everywhere else, but I want to see what the boss is, because that's the interesting thing for me. So that's what we're gonna do. This dungeon isn't that far away, and then we'll fly back home. We'll do some digging underground and get plenty of Mercury. So yeah, we also can go to Jupiter today. If we go to Jupiter today, we can get palladium, and I believe there's something else at Jupiter. I believe there's another ore with some sort of gem. but I could be wrong. Whoa. Bedrock? Now that's strange. I guess that... Oh, I guess Mercury isn't very big. Does Mercury even have dungeons? A lot of mobs in there. Maybe Mercury doesn't even have dungeons. I don't know. But I didn't realize that we were so far up. Like, actually so far down in the world. I guess there's 60 blocks. Okay. So, I don't know if Mercury has dungeons or not. It might not be large enough. There's another village. There's a bunch of stuff down there, but I don't want to go down into those holes, the ravines. There's another village. Villages are relatively rare, I thought. Strange. But yeah, these like gashes are big enough that there's actually, you can see the bedrock. So we're almost home. Let's go back to our little base. I'm gonna light it up just a little bit around. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to dig down and hope for the best. Hopefully we'll get a good bit of Mercury. But if we look at the digital miner, which is really, really cool. Let's see, logistical storage, we could do that. That's not, I mean, it's terrible, but it's not doable. It's the robot requires palladium, which comes from Jupiter. Now, doesn't Jupiter also have, I think it's orange gems? Red gems and palladium. So that's the two things we need from Jupiter. Jupiter does have dungeon. Does Mercury? No Mercury dungeon bricks. So that tells me there is no dungeon here. So let's just kind of fly up. We'll do that. And I want to light this up. So Mercury 10. Mercury 10. Mercury. So that is pretty much all we want. It's relatively common, but there's not much room. It feels like Mercury is a smaller planet. Like, it actually feels like it's a smaller planet, which it is. I mean, that is a thing. But Mercury is also kind of known for being very craggy. I think if my high school, elementary, middle school, if my old education of I don't want that stuff of the planets is correct. Because I believe there's no protection. It has no atmosphere, and I don't believe there's any protection from any meteorites that come and try to hit the planet. So Mercury, it's 10. What's this? That's 10. Okay, so we've got what, about a stack? No, we have half a stack. Let's go a little deeper. We can't go too much deeper. But we can get just a little bit more, and if we can keep some of this, once we make the digital miner, getting all this Mercury will be a lot easier. So, Mercury. Now, when we actually make Mercury, it does have EMC, so once we get to being able to mess with EMC, things are going to be a lot easier. So, let's go ahead and just dig down to bedrock. That's 10. A lot of Mercury 10, which is kind of a bummer. That looks like 10, yep. It's kind of pinkish is, I guess, the color. Peach, pink. Ooh, is that gold? copper. Alright, there's some Mercury. Mercury. And that's about it. So, we're to bedrock. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Don't look at the Enderman. And let's go home. So, you know what? I think going to Jupiter would not be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and put the Mercury in here. And this guy. So we need another dev null. And other than that, that's about it. We need the dislocators and the pedestals. Probably could use a little bit more cobblestone. But other than that, we have everything. Like, it's just a tier 5 or tier 4 rocket, and then we can go to Jupiter. So let's do that. Fill up our rocket again. And yeah, that's what we'll do. So, 2 planets today. Might as well. I don't know if we'll ever go to Circe's. Circe's. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if we'll go there just because there's not much reason to. But we're going to need the dislocators. And then this way we can go ahead and make the stuff we need for the digital miner and all that kind of fun stuff, so that we can fairly easily kind of do all of this again later. So basically, once we have the digital miner, we'll be able to get ores a lot quicker. We won't have to search nearly as much. And I think the amulet of growth broke or something. I don't know. Oh no, I probably accidentally took it out. So let's bind this guy. Let's see. Oh, then we need a dev null. So apple. Put an apple down. And cobblestone. There we go. So let's see. We put this guy here. It's fine. We'll refill. Actually, we have enough cobblestone, so let's just go. Not really much stopping us. So fill up this. Not enough power. Yeah, I guess I never did anything with this power-wise, so I just stuck that thing over there. Let's grab some sulfur. Is it sulfur? Yeah. And this will burn pretty quickly. We'll get power. I want to see the inventory. It's 80% full. We can get out. So just load up all of that. And we're full. We have pretty much everything we need, I think. So let's just go on to Jupiter. So, like I said, another planet. We might as well. It's just the same thing, basically. We're going to set up a base. We're going to get some of the ore and just kind of set everything up so that we can get back easily. We can get back easily, right? Yes. Okay. By putting the dislocators on the pedestal, by the way, I don't believe it ever uses up the uses, so they're basically infinite. Now, eventually, we are going to get to making the draconic cores and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be able to make the advanced charm of dislocation, and then I will basically go through and get all of the locations set, just so that we can travel to each planet as we need to, get whatever we need. Most of the stuff is EMCable, so that's going to be easy enough later. But for now, we need to kind of be a little bit careful and have everything we can travel to. So we can go to, I believe, all the moons. I don't believe there's any reason to, but it is a thing we could do. So let's just go to Jupiter. And by the way, I figured I'd mention this. The Project Ozone 3 is actually out in closed beta the last time I saw it. So by the time we finish with this, we'll probably be able to go ahead and... Oh yeah, there's storms. And I don't like the looks of that landing. That's magma. Liquid magma. Alright, where is our chest coming down? Nope, nope, nope. Uh-oh. It's like right under there, so... Alright, let's get a base. And I want my rocket back. Please. Sounds like there's a lot of zombies underneath here. And... I don't even care that this is a small base. It's fine, it'll work. Jupiter's kind of nasty. I would say. So let's just get a roof. And... yeah, I want my rocket back, please. That was really unlucky. So we're starting to get zombies spawning. Let's go ahead and get the dislocator pedestal down. Before we do anything, I want to bind this guy to Jupiter. Put that there. Let's dig in the corner. And that's a bad idea. So maybe we'll dig outside this time. But we have the Jupiter Stone. So let's put that in there. Alright, so... let's see, that we put in there. We put most of the stuff in here for right now. And then I've got to figure out how to get to the chest. So, the chest is out here somewhere in this textureless area. I don't want to touch it. Alright, let's go back home. Let's go back home. And we could try touching it and see what happens. Because I don't want to have to make all that stuff again. Why did I get... is it full? It might be full. Yeah, okay. I will have to deal with that sooner rather than later. So let's just take all this stuff out, and I will get a chest for it. So, I will deal with that. Let's grab a skyroot chest. And we'll just put that there. Alright, crisis averted. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Didn't mean to come to the end. This one's easy enough to get back. I accidentally ate the cake. Oh, man. What is today? So, yeah, I would like to try to get back to Jupiter and get the rocket and everything back. So I'm scared that if we bucket that stuff though, it's going to crash the game. But let's grab a bunch of sand or something with gravity. We can take a bunch of sand. And we'll try to figure out where that is. So, we need to put this back onto the pedestal, and then we can go to Jupiter. And sorry that's not even. Happens. So, let's go back. It's terrible here. Alright, so it landed like right here. So what we can do is just sand. And we'll dig it all out and hope for the best. So that is really weird. It's got a flowing texture as well. Alright, so let's just try to get a bunch of sand in here. Liquid Magma, yeah, it just has a broken texture. We can't even bucket it up, so... it has a noise, though. That's strange. And... I guess let's do this. I don't know if it has any, like, effects or anything like that, which is why I'm trying not to touch it. I don't know if it will set me on fire, if it will instantly kill me. Who knows? And alright, there we go. So let's just do this. And hopefully we can find our... I really want to touch it. Okay, let's do this. Let's make a little area. And we're gonna touch it. Alright, sets us on fire. I kind of anticipated that. But it's not an instant kill. That is good to know. Just come down here. There's gravel here. Okay. And it's somewhere in here, so, I might look at the video and try to figure out where exactly it fell. Otherwise, we could potentially take a fire resist potion. You know what, let's try that. Let's go back home. This is kind of crazy. We're going to keep some of the stuff that we don't want to lose here. So, is there really anything? The magnet, our bolts, our golden bag. Let's take the, not the cobblestone. Don't care about the cobblestone. Let's take the empty canisters out. Our axe, our pick, and our sword. Basically all of this stuff. Our cat ears we can keep. Okay. So let's see. Do we have any fire resistance potions? We do not. So magma cream and let's see, bottles. Haven't done this yet. Let's see. Do we even have a brewing stand? No. So it's a blaze rod with some cobblestone. At least I don't think we had a brewing stand. Be in here, I guess. No, I don't see one. Okay. So let's just put this right here. We need nether wart and redstone. Just for that extended period of time. So we need water. And we're going to brew some potions. So hopefully we can get our stuff. Our rocket is the main thing that I want. Let's go ahead and leave this stuff here too. And yeah, that should be fine. Like, I could switch to this equipment as well, so we don't lose our Zavizio stuff, but really at this point we could probably remake it. Some magma cream. And then, do we have any other picks? I wouldn't mind a just normal pick and sword, even. I believe we have another sword in here, right? Do we? Okay, let's take a zinc pick, because that's going to be good. Oh, well. So fire resistance, we'll extend it just in case. I guess I'll take an iron sword, that's fine. Store our levels. It's not like we've died yet, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and put the food in here as well. And we're only going to take one of these potions, so... Alright, let's head back and go into some liquid magma. Hopefully we can see through it. That's the plan anyways. So, fire resistance potion. Does this work? Yes. That is gravel. Spam right click maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna have to find our chest. This is not gonna be a fun thing to do. Wait. Found it! There is our rocket. We'll grab all the fuel. I don't really care about the chest, but let's see if breaking it will come with us. Nope. Okay, but we have the rocket, we have all of our launch pads, so that's all we need. Let's go home, and we can get palladium later. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode. That was an adventure. We need to jump into some water just to be safe. I guess we're fine. Never mind. So we have our rocket back. That was important. Don't want to lose that. We have all of the stuff. So cool. That means we can go to Jupiter whenever we want, and I want that zinc pick. We can go Jupiter whenever we want, and we can get palladium as we need it, and everything will be fine. So, the plan for next time is we're going to start working towards applied energistics, and hopefully we'll be able to get that set up. Everything will be fine with that, and go from there. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little crazy, but we got there in the end. So I'm going to clean things up and all that fun stuff. And then next time, like I said, applied energistics. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!